Hello students, today I am going to start the second chapter in your history, that is the rise of British political supremacy in India. In the previous chapter you had learned that the British East India Company entered India in the 1600 by seeking the permission from the Queen Elizabeth. Okay, so in this chapter you are going to learn how the British, originally who came as a trading company, were reluctant to acquire the territories, and how did they become the masters of the vast empire. Okay, and actually the establishment of the British rule in India began in the year 1757, when the Battle of Plassey was fought between the Bengal Nawab Sirajudullah and the British commander Robert Clive. Okay, so 1757 is a very important in the history, because it was in this year the Battle of Plassey was fought between the Nawab of Bengal, that is Sirajudullah, and the British commander Robert Clive. Then the acquisition of the provinces, that means the Britishers started acquiring more and more territories, that is it began from 1757 and it continued till the year 1857. And by this time, that means by the time of 1857, the British had conquered almost all the part of India, and they have directly or indirectly the territories of India had come under their control. And the British were able to do this, that means they were able to conquer the territories, or they were able to establish this political supremacy in India due to their certain strategies. That is, they had followed the policy of divide and rule, they had introduced a subsidiary alliance, doctrine of lapse, and various administrative policy. Because of all these policies, the Britishers who had come to India as traders, they were able to establish the supremacy in India. And today in this class, we are going to study about Battle of Plassey, which was held in the year 1757, that is on 23rd June 1757, between Sirajudullah, that is Nawab of Bengal, and the British officer Robert Clive. So we'll know what are the causes and the result of the Battle of Plassey. Actually, in the year 1707, with the death of Aurangzeb, the Mughal Empire disintegrated. It is broken into a small petty states, small independent states. And the chief among them were Bengal, Bihar and Orissa. Alivardhan Khan, he ascended the throne of Bengal, and he was a great warrior and also very able administrator too. And when he ascended the throne of Bengal, he had to face a lot of tragedies and troubles during his rule. And he was friendly with the British also, but he did not allow the Britishers to enter into this kingdom. Okay, and since he did not had a male heir to the throne, he made his son-in-law, that is Sirajudullah, as a Nawab of Bengal. And it is said that the Bengal provinces had achieved a tremendous progress. That means in the period, during this period, the Bengal had become a very rich provinces due to the development in the area of agriculture, commerce and industry. And the East India Company has also made a considerable profit from this province. Okay, and it is in this year, that is in the year 1651, English had established its factory on the banks of Hooghly. Hooghly is a river, it is in Bengal. Okay, it is on the bank of Hooghly, Calcutta is situated. So in the year 1651, English established its factory on the bank of Hooghly. Okay, and this was the base, that means place for all the activities of the company. And even this base of the company, that is on the bank of Hooghly, is known as a factory. And this is the place where the Britishers used to hold, that means they had a warehouse. Warehouse means the place where they used to store their products. And from these, that is goods, and from this place they used to export to the other country. So they had a warehouse on the banks of Hooghly, that is in Bengal. Okay, and they had it is called as a factory. Okay, and along with that they also had a head office. Okay, the head office for the company officials. But in 1696, what happened? The company, that is the British East India Company, they began to build the fort around this factory. That means in their settlement, okay, around the settlement. And 2 years later, the company began to bribe. That means they gave the money illegally to the Mughal officials, that is Mughal officers, in order to seek the permission. That means in order to get the permission from them to get the right to collect the tax. Okay, that is they bribed the Mughal officers for the zamindari right. Okay, and afterwards it is also being said that even they also forced, that is persuaded, convinced the weak Mughal ruler, that is Farooq Siyar, to permit them, that means to issue them the dastak. Okay, dastak is a license where the one who get this license, they were able to trade in that place without paying the taxes. Okay, so the East India Company, even they forced the weak ruler, that is Farooq Siyar, to permit them, that means to give them the dastak, that is a license wherein they can trade in India without paying the duties. Okay, but this dastaks, that is this license for the free trade in India, were misused by the company officials. Okay, and this resulted a huge loss to the Bengal government. Hence, all the Nawabs, that is from Murshid Ali Khan to Ali Vardhan Khan, all of them opposed such misuses. And later on, this misuse of dastaks led to the two conflict, that is called as a Battle of Plassey, and another one it is called as a Battle of Buxar. Okay, so misuse of the license by the company officials led to the two crucial war, that is the Battle of Plassey and the Battle of Buxar. So now let us know about the causes for the Battle of Plassey. I told you that Sirajudullah was appointed as a Nawab of Bengal. At this time, the company was more worried about its power in Bengal, and at the same time they were waiting for an opportunity to a person like wherein they can appoint and make him get the concession from them. Okay, so it means they were keen to see a puppet ruler, okay, who would willingly give some trade concession to their privileges. Okay, so it tried to help one of the Sirajuddaullah's opponent, that is they wanted a puppet ruler wherein they can get more and more privileges from them. Okay, so it tried, that is the East India Company tried to help one of the Sirajuddaullah's rival to become the Nawab of Bengal. So when Sirajuddaulah came to know about this, he became angry and he told the British company not to meddle in his political matters, okay, of his domain, that means of his province. Okay, and he also told, Sirajuddaulah also told the Britishers, that is East India Company, stop fortification. Fortification, as I told, it is nothing but a defensive wall that has been built around the settlement. So Sirajuddaulah even stopped the English building the fortification around the settlement. And also, he insisted the East India Company to pay the revenues. Okay, so these things he forced the English to do it. Okay, he said the English stop meddling in the political affairs of the Bengal province, and also he said the Britishers to pay the revenue, and also told them to stop fortification. That means stop building the fort, defensive walls around the their settlement. Okay. And also the negotiation was signed between them, but the negotiation failed. Okay, now Nawab, okay, what did he do? He got angry because they did not follow his order. So he, with his 30,000 soldiers, he went to the English factory which was established at a Qasim Bazaar. Okay, and he captured that place also. Okay, he captured, and even he captured the company officials also, and he locked that warehouse also. Okay, and later on he also blocked the trade settlement, that is trade areas of the English ship, and then he marched to Kolkata. And Kolkata, you know, there is a fort there also, and it is called as a Fort William. Okay, after capturing Qasim Bazaar, blocking the trade route, and capturing the company officials, he moved towards the Kolkata in order to control the Fort William there. Okay, so Sirajudullah, like this, he conquered the Fort William also easily and imprisoned the company officials. And it is said that there were around 146 officials he arrested, imprisoned in the small room in that fort, and about 123 have died in this incident, and this is called as a black man tragedy. And this enraged the British officer called as Robert Clive, and then he proceeded to Bengal with a huge army. This is the cause for the Battle of Plassey. So later on, Robert Clive, who knew the condition of the Bengal province, what did he do? He attracted many rich lords like Malik Chand, Omi Chand, all these people he attracted, and he also secretly signed a treaty with the Mir Zafar. Mir Zafar is the commander of Sirajudullah, is a military commander of the Sirajudullah. So he signed a secret treaty with him by offering him the Nawabship. That is, he had made an agreement saying that if he help him, that is Mir Zafar, the commander of Sirajudullah, if he offer a help to Robert Clive, that is the British, he will be given the post of a Nawabship of Bengal. So encouraged by all these development, Robert Clive declared a war against Sirajudullah. And according to the plan, everything went on, and English army was successful in capturing Kolkata. And Robert Clive, with the help of the Mir Zafar, he was able to win this battle of victory, that is battle of Plassey. And the Nawab was captured, that is Sirajudullah was captured, and he was killed within a week, and Mir Zafar was made as a Nawab of Bengal. So this victory of Battle of Plassey has become the famous in the history of India, because it was the first victory of the company over India. So now we'll see the results of the Battle of Plassey. So first result, British won the war. Then Mir Zafar became the Nawab of Bengal. So after the war, Mir Zafar was made as a Nawab of Bengal, but he became a puppet in the hand of the British. And secondly, English won the Zamindari right on 24 Paraganas. Zamindari right means the right to collect the taxes. According to the treaty that was signed between Mir Zafar and the Robert Clive, it was said that after the battle, Mir Zafar is supposed to give the 24 Paraganas to the British. So accordingly, he gave, after he became the Nawab of Bengal, he granted 24 Paraganas to the British. So hence the business of the British prospered in Bengal region. The next, English obtained the power to administer. That means these Britishers had come to Bengal as traders. Now they obtained the power to administer Bengal. Then the victory in Plassey, in the Kolkata, that is in Bengal, led the establishment of the British Empire in India. So this is the first battle that the British had waged, and they won, and thus they got the power to rule, establish their power to rule in India.